Go get him. Say good morning, sunshines. Look who's having a good hair day again. Show him your Cookie Monster shirt. Show him. Show him your Cookie Monster shirt. Show him your belly button. Show him. Say good morning, sunshines. Do you want to show him what you say? Ready? Show him what you say. I am strong. I am smart. I am champion. Oh, Mom, I'm so over you this morning. Good morning, Denise. How are you, my beautiful from Canada? Good to see you. Good morning, Miss Tracy, Mama Tracy. Oh, man, that hair is just so full of volume, Quincy. Good morning, Helen. How are you guys? As you jump on, say good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Tony. Say hashtag GMS. One of the two, something. Good morning, Sue, just so that you're interacting and participating with us. Good morning, Patricia. How are you? And then share something you are grateful for. Quincy today is grateful for volume, right? He's grateful for his squash breakfast and his rice breakfast. What are you going to go get? Go ahead. He's grateful. He's learning how to walk. Okay, Mommy can't teach you right now. He wants Mommy to teach him how to walk right while I do this video. It's going to be great. And you guys, I am grateful for another morning, another opportunity to talk to you guys. Grateful for Fridays, yes, and grateful for today's Good Morning Sunshine and for my friend that was sharing it with me. So, we'll get to that in 1 second. For your savers, right? Good morning, Casey. Good morning, Brittany. For your savers, we practice every single day in our Miracle Morning routine. Silence, affirmation, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing based off of Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning book, right? You can do your own Miracle Morning routine, but this is just something I'm trying to help you guys participate in. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Brandy. And today we talk about reading and scribing. What are you reading? What are you writing? Are you journaling? If you share with the group what you're reading, that's helpful because it gives them an idea of some things to do too. Okay, you guys ready for today's Good Morning Sunshine? Yes, quickest intro ever. Do it, Mommy. So I'm talking to my friend last night. Good morning, Mary. How are you? And she's just telling me a story. And it was such an awesome story. I was like, okay, I have to Good Morning Sunshine about it. So I'm going to tell it to you guys. And thus our title, 2 80-year-olds and a 93-year-old walk into a pot shop. All right, so my friend, sure, whoa, I'm still here. You still want to be up here? You go play. My friend, her dad's out here, right, from Kansas. And they're hanging out, and Dad has some pain. Like, you know, like you're 80 years old, you're bound to have some pain going on in your body. Okay, that's not helpful. I love you so much. You're not helping like that. Okay, so he's out here, and he's like, Dad, let's get you some CBD oils because that's going to help alleviate some of that pain in your back, you know, all these different things. So they're in Colorado. They go to the CBD shop. They go to a shop. They get some CBD oils, and there you go, right? Like we're gonna help with some different pain. If you guys have not tried or heard about what some oils can do, it's amazing. Of course, now this doesn't have the THC in it, right? It's just the oils. So they're driving back to Kansas, going back home, and the wife's like, honey, you have got to make sure you do not speed. Like, we do not want to be pulled over with this in our car. And he's like, it's CBD oil. It's okay. Like, we can have this in our car, right? But like, you can see this like conversation happening between these two. So they get back to Kansas, and then his sister, okay, is his auntie, baby, she is 93 years old, and go get it. Go get me the book. Grab Mama the book. Go get Mama the book. Hi. You guys are like, good story, Cal. Like, she just keeps disappearing. So sister is like, she's just discovered that she has uterine cancer. All right. And like, first of all, she discovers that she has uterine cancer, 93 years old. And she's like, well, I don't know how I got that. Nobody's been down there in a long time. So she just like has this attitude about life, right? And she says, well, you know, because she's talking to my friend, she's like, you know, you got to die from something. And like just her approach at life at this time was pretty amazing to hear. So now Dad, aka the guy that went to the CBD shop, right? He's like, well, you know what we should do? We should take you to one of these pot shops and get you some CBD oils. So they now thus we have the moment, right? So now they're without anybody else that like knows how to help them, right? And he's like, I got my oils. We'll just go into one. There's something down the street. I think I saw it. So they go down the street, and I don't actually know where they live, but whatever. So they go down the street, they go into the shop, and 2 80-year-olds and a 93-year-old walk into the pot shop. That's where it's at right there, okay? So they walk in, and they're like, hey, I got some stuff when I was back in Colorado, and, you know, my sister, she's got uterine cancer, and she's like, I'm just in a lot of pain, like, it's just starting to settle in, and the guy's like, oh, girl, let me get you in the back. I'm going to roll you a big fat joint right now. And she's like, oh, And she's like, I don't even know how to do that. Like, I wouldn't even know how. Like, I've never done that in my life. And he's like, yeah, you're going to need me to roll you a joint. Like, come on, we'll go to the back. Like, we can all just smoke up real quick. And she's like, no, like, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never done that. I just need something to help with the pain. So they go through all their products and stuff, and they end up getting her this like a dropper. And he's like, okay, so like, let's just do this. You're just going to put in a drop in your tea every day and see if that helps alleviate the pain. So our friends, our two 80-year-olds, who have been shopping around with their 93-year-old sister at the pot shop, go home with his new oils. And she puts one in her tea this night, a drop. And by the way, if you can't already tell, this was a different type. It wasn't just a CBD oil. This one actually had the THC in it. But like, nobody even wants to say anything to Auntie. So she goes home and she puts her dropper in, right? And she wakes up the next day and they're like, how do you feel? Like, how's your pain? And she's like, oh my God, I feel so good. She's like, I slept all night long. Like, usually I wake up like 5 times. I only woke up once. Like, I got the most sleep I've gotten in forever. Like, oh, I feel so good. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. Like, how's your pain? And she's like, I don't feel nothing. Like, I think I'm just going to go have another one of them teas and take a little nap. So this is her perspective. And obviously having a different experience, right, with her situation, and finally getting some alleviated like pain and some rest. But the point of the story here, like, this is where it kind of comes together, you guys, is my friend was talking to her auntie, and she's like, you know, Auntie, she says, you've lived a really good life, right? She's talking to her 93-year-old aunt. You know, you've lived a really good life. And she goes, you know what? I have. And that's it. Like, that's where it all comes together to me, you guys. Like, you think about the cycle of life, and yes, is there some humor in that? Absolutely. But she's discovers that she has cancer at 93, and her attitude and her perspective, where's your doggy? See your doggy? Is that she's okay. She's okay. She's still doing life. She's doing what she can. She's taking it with humor, right? She's walking through with a smile on her face. She's trying new things, right? She's seeing how to live out the rest of her life. But the reason she's doing that is because she knows that she's lived a good life. She's looking back, and she's not looking back with regret, looking back with, you know, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I try that? Why didn't I go after that? She's looking back and thinking, you know what? I've lived a really good life. And that brought her peace. It brings her peace in the situation. It brings her peace in where she's at right now, that she can walk through the rest of her life with enjoyment, with a happiness, like with a happy heart, and trying these few new things, right? So it is all, like, it's funny, right, this morning, but it also comes down to the fact of, like, where are you going to be at when you're 93 years old? Like, what's your attitude and your perspective going to be when you're 93 years old? Are you going to be walking into a situation with a happy heart and, you know, knowing that you've done everything that you can in your life? Or are you going to be walking in with, whoa, here. Or are you going to be, I don't know, like wondering why you didn't do more, and angry and furious at your life and at the end, right? So, comedy, humor, and life lessons this morning, you guys. Happy Friday. Commitment for the day, I think, would be just to review, and, you know, you always empathize, right? I think that living with empathy is a great way to be able to have appreciation for where you're at and see where you want to make some adjustments. So with that, picture yourself in this woman's place, right? Picture yourself at 93, getting news like that, and where would your heart be? And through the whole situation, right? Like walking through the pot shop, getting your tea drops, a different type of tea drop, huh, guys? And what would you be thinking when you look back on your life? How would you be reflecting? And would you have a happy heart? And if not, it's not too late. Like, it's not too late. I don't care if you're watching this and you're 14 or you're 80. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not too late to start enjoying and to do life at a point where you would be proud and you would know, if I went out tomorrow, would I be okay knowing what I've done in my life so far? And like, just to take it one step further, because we'll wrap up right here. So you're just going to say, I commit to reflecting. That's what it is today, right? It's just a reflection. I commit to reflecting. I'll do this a lot of times, like even when I'm on a plane, and I know that's silly because it's, you know, it's more dangerous just to drive than it is to be on a flight. But I think to myself, I'm like, if if God chooses, when God chooses to take me, am I going to be okay looking back at my yesterday and my yesteryear and my yesterdecade? I don't know if those are words. And think, man, I was really doing life. And you guys, for me, the answer is yes. So for you, is your answer yes? Would you say yes to that? Just, knowing that could come. Okay, that's it for today, you guys. Heavy reflection, but I hope you guys take the time to do that. I love your beautiful places. I do go to Puerto Rico next Monday. I don't know what my schedule is going to be, where I'm going to be, whatever, but hopefully I'm doing Good Morning Sunshines from some beautiful beaches and who knows what out in Puerto Rico, but I'm traveling on Monday and I don't know where my stops are. So it might be like a different time, or I don't know what that looks like. But for today, Good Morning Sunshines, commit to reflection, share that story with some other people, and I love your faces. Bye, guys.